How are you, everybody who is watching this video? My name is Olenjolaim TAYAI, single from beautiful countries that call Tanzania. I'm very happy to have you today and I have a good news for you. Whether you are watching as an international or a national viewer, I would like to welcome you into this comfortable place where that you will find your visions is well nourished, and even you find we call them the contents or the nutrients for your vision. So I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you into one of our online institutions that's called the Online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania in OLENJOLAI. Simultaneously, I'd like to welcome you into our YouTube channels that called the Online Diploma Polyinstitute of Tanzania in OLENJOLAI. So wonderful enough that this is a good moment, and it's actual that it's an institution specialized in helping the basic technicians and ordinary diploma students who are doing their engineering courses or scientific courses in our country, that Tanzania or elsewhere in the world. So I would like just to spend a few minutes to remind you about the vision that we have in Online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania, OLENJOLAIM. So this is the vision. We have an assignment to teach you on how you can extract knowledge from the classroom instruction, and then we'll be teach you how you can extract knowledge. That means we'll teach you about how you extract knowledge from your classroom instruction. It means that when we say classroom instructions, you have basically two forms of the modules or courses. We call them fundamental and core courses. So we are going to teach you how you can extract knowledge from those fundamental contents of the basic technicians. And then we'll teach you to extract knowledge from the Word of God that written in the Holy Bible. And we'll teach you how you can combine them, and we'll teach you how you can apply to solve the real life problems. So our main objective in Online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania is to see our fantastic and actual that our intelligent and well understanding students who are capable to solve real-life problems, even if it is a small scale. So in our villages, we have so many real-life problems which are waiting their skills for the skills of the basic technicians, and waiting also the skills for other people in the country. So that's the point that I want to make before your presence. So I would like to welcome you to join me, and I know what I'm telling you, it is actually that it will be difficult to implement. But really, I want to give you a testimony. Myself who is teaching you, Sir Olenjolaim, in simple, just call me Sir Olenjolaim. I'm a product of what I'm telling you. I'm a product of the formal and informal education, okay, where I used to extract knowledge and wisdom. I'm also a product of the Word of God. The Word of God has fashioned in my life for more than 11 years. The way I am right now, it is quite different from the way that you were. The way I am right now is quite different from the way that I was 10 years ago, especially 11 years ago. I was in another lifestyle, completely different from now. So it doesn't mean that I'm boasting myself. First of all, OLENJOLAI does not know everything about basic engineering and scientific mathematics. I just know small portions, but I'm ready to teach others what I know. At the point that you have to remember in your mind. Again, another thing that which I want to share with you is I will be with you. I'll be with you in your first year of the ordinary diploma. I'll be with you in your second year of ordinary diploma. I'll be with you in your third year of ordinary diploma. And I'll be with you when you join into undergraduate studies and you specialize in engineering and scientific courses. Why am I doing this program? Because we know that God has good plans, because God lives in Tanzania, and we hope in Him, and we believe in Him, and we trust in God that the new economical systems of Tanzania, depending on the industries, is around the corner. It is near, actually. It is near. So we have a responsibility at Tanzania to get prepared and prepare also competent basic technicians who will be doing great things and even that change the community and solve our own real life. So that's the main point that I want to make before you. So we have so many departments in this online institution. One of the departments is called Departments Basic Engineering and Scientific Mathematics. The module of the course is called Fundamental Rule of Count, Matrices, and Differentiation. So then we come to the chapter 1, Fundamental Rule of Counting. Subtopic 3 is called Combination. Lecture 8, So solving word problems of combination. So solving word problems of combination. Then this module in our course is studied in second year, in the first semester of the second year of ordinary diploma, according to the NACTE curriculum. I'll be using the curriculum of NACTE, and I'll be specifically focusing on the curriculum, on the syllabus of Dar es Salaam Institute of Technology. So in these departments of basic mathematics and scientific mathematics, we are going to teach you 6 courses or 6 modules, and one of them is the one that we have here. So we have a very interesting concept that we call the combinations and the rule of counting, because we are learning the first topic, which is fundamental rule of counting, and this is the last lecture for this topic. So the next time I invite you to go with me and start the new topic, or which will be actually the concepts of, we'll be teaching you fundamental rule of counting, because fundamental rules of counting, we'll be starting another subtopic, and other 3 subtopics of fundamental rule of counting. So this will be the end for the last lecture for the subtopics of combinations. Then we'll teach about binomial series, binomial expansions, Pascal expansions, etc. So we'll be having some other, because we'll be teaching you how you can count terms, how do we count terms and count things or ways in mathematics. So let us go to the business right now. In case you have any question, don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Again, you can watch this video several times until these concepts will be built in your mind. So, okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let me do the quick review. So in lecture, quick review, okay? Quick review of what? Of lecture. We have taught you already lecture 1 to lecture 00 to lecture 7. But lecture 7, basically we've been solving questions. And the definitions of the combination that we've been using is n combination r, this is equal to n factorial. Then we have n minus r factorial, and then r factorial. So we've been using different techniques to prove, okay, to prove that maybe the combination functions of left-hand side is equal also the combination functions of right-hand side. So that's what basically, and even we left it the homework 7. So I hope that you did it, which need you to prove. In case that you did it, make sure you submit your homework in the commenting section, so that I can review, and even some other students also can see about your achievement. So today, let me teach you how you can solve word problems of combinations. How you can solve word problems of what? Of combination. Say word problems of combination. Are you ready for that? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to receive this new concept? Are you ready? Tell me in the comment sections, please. Okay, so tell me you are ready. All right, that is good news. That is good news. So we ended in example 29. This, ladies and gentlemen, will be example 30. And it is a concept, because you have to be careful. These are section B questions in case of the final exam. So 5 men, okay, 5 men, are you a man? 5 men and 2 women. 2 women are selected from a group of 8 men, and 5 women, to form a committee. And then so the question is, in how many ways can this be done? And the question, very interesting. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so you have a very nice question. Okay, get prepared to enjoy the beauty of basic engineering and scientific mathematics. Do you want to be a competent basic technician? Are you roaming around to find somebody else who can help to fix up your problems of learning mathematics? Are you still believing that mathematics is the national disease that we call in Swahili, that mathematics ni ugonjwa wa taifa, hesabu ni ugonjwa wa taifa? Are you still believing about that wrong ideology? Stop believing on that. In this platform, I want to tell you that you are at the home of understanding. I want to tell you that in advance. And this is the guarantee from heaven that God is going to give you. God of heaven and God of gods will make you that you are going to understand the contents that you are going to teach you here more than you think. So this is the home of understanding. Our main focus is to help our students to understand and keep on loving the subject that we are going to teach you. So let us go to the business right now. You can pause the video and try yourself on the rough paper. So let us go. Solution. So 5 men and 2 women are selected. So selected, remember that combination is a process of selecting items from the group of items where that the order is not taken into consideration. So once you see selection, that is all about combinations, right? In case of permutation, there are some of the vocabularies that have been used that I taught you in the previous session or in previous lecture. So if that the case, so how many men? 5 men and 2 women are selected from a group of 40, 8 men and 5 women to form a committee. So it means that a committee, so the first step, it means that the members of committee, are 5 men and 2 women. Okay? But these 5 men are selected from a group of 48 men. And also these 2 women are selected from a group of 5 women. So it means that if we define, for example, the selection of men, so it means that the committee that we need to form for the particular, maybe it's a church committee, maybe it's an engineering committee. So that's the first step. So we go for the second step. The second step, we say that, okay, the selection of men, of 5 men, okay, based on what? Based on combination principle. So remember that we say that from the concept that N combination R, right? So it means that we are selecting R items from N. That's the meanings of N combination R. We are selecting R items from N, but there are so many ways of selecting it. So for instance, that here we have 5 men, we have 8 men, we are selecting 5. So we have so many ways that we can select these 5 if there's no any restriction. So it means that now for selection of men, we say that what the total number of men? So it means N combination R, the total number of men is 8. Then we have to select 5 from them. Okay? So that's the case. Okay? So then this is the first selection. Then the second step, you have to focus on selection of 40, selection of women. So selection of women, we say that from the same principle that N combination R, this is equal what the total number of women. So total number of women were 5. Combination what? Combination 2. So this is what? Combination 2. So now, to get the total number of ways, because we have so many ways of selecting these 2 women, and selecting 5 men from that group. So because we have so different ways and different ways of combining, because you find that we need to combine these men and also these women in order to form a committee, right? So we say that in how many ways? So we say that the number, so that will be the first step. So we say the number of ways of selecting what? Of selecting 5 men and what? And 2 women is the products of what? Of individual combination. So what do we say here, ladies and gentlemen? So we say that for this one, we say that is the product. So we say that is what? Is 8 combination 5. This is the ways of selecting 5 men. And also here it is 5 combination 2. Alright? 5 combination 2. So that the number of ways. So simply this is number of ways. Okay, number of ways. So the next step now, we can use either the scientific calculator or we can use the numerical computation to find that, which is, this is also equivalent to say 8 factorial over 8 minus 5 factorial, then 5 factorial, multiplied by what? 5 factorial over what? 5 minus 2, 5 minus 2 factorial, then 2 factorial. So number of ways. So number of ways, we say that what? So for instance, this is 8 times 7 times 6. Then here we have what? Okay, maybe times 5 factorial, right? Of what? So over 5 factorial times 5 factorial. Then we multiply with what? 5 factorial of what? 3 factorial, 2 factorial. So 5 factorial, 5 factorial, cancel, 5 factorial, 5 factorial, cancel, if you want to do numerically. And then this is the number of ways is equal to 8 times 7 in numerator times 6. Okay? So times 6, this 2 factorial, it is 2 factorial, so you can simplify here and remain with 3. So in the denominator, we remain with 3 factorial, which is equal to 6. So simply, this one also, we can simplify by 2, we get 3, and by 2, we get 4. And we simplify this and this, we get to 1, and here we get to 1. So the number of ways now is equal to 4 times 7. Right? So 4 times 7 is equal to what? Is equal to 28. So the number of ways, is it true? Excuse me, I made a mistake here. Made a mistake here in substituting 5 from 8. It is 3 factorial. So this is 8 factorial, then here you have 3 factorial, you have 5 factorial, and we can define this 8 factorial, and it becomes what? It becomes what? 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 factorial. And then this is multiplied by what? 5 factorial. Of what? This is 3 factorial, this is 2 factorial. So 5 factorial, 5 factorial, right? And then we mentioned what is 1 5 factorial there in numerator. So we have 3 factorial, 3 factorial. So this will make what? 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 factorial. Okay? Then this is 3 factorial times what? 3 factorial, 2 factorial. So 3 factorial, 3 factorial cancel. So then you just multiply, and when you do your multiplication, the answer is 560. But you can use this as a scientific calculator. So it means you can get a response here. 8 combination 5, then you get the answer, and then you take 5 times, you multiply 5 combination what? 2. So also that's another alternative. Rather than doing numerically, maybe it might be what? It might be a challenge. Okay? It might be a challenge to do that. So you can use just a scientific calculator. You have 8 shifty combination of 40 of 5. So the answer here it is 56 multiplied by what? 5 shifted combination of 2. The answer is 10. Wonderful. So you see that the answer is 560 ways. So simply the question was asking in how many ways. So you say that the number of ways therefore, okay, therefore, the number, therefore, the number of ways is 560. The response. So that's how we solve these word problems of combination. They are very interesting, isn't it? Tell me in the comment section, please. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you example 31, which is still the word problem, but in another style or a little bit, it's a little bit technique also, so it's a little bit trick. So this is example 31. It's also a concept. We are advancing a little bit. And the question is say that in how many ways can a committee of 5 men and 2 women can be formed. Okay, in how many ways can a committee of 5 men and 2 women can be formed? From a group of 8 men and 5 women. If 1 man and 1 woman has been included in the committee, if 1 man and 1 woman must be included in the committee. So we say that this is the word problem. This is the word problem of 40. So this is the word problem. I've got it. This is the conditional word problem of combination. So in how many ways can a committee of 5 men and 2 women can be formed from a group of 8 men and 5 women? If 1 man and 1 woman must be included in the committee. Solution. So we are finding the number of ways. Okay? So solution. So 1 man and 1 woman must be included. So if you read that, this is the conditional. It means 1 man, for example, if you have we want to form a committee, just say for constructions of the new buildings at the church, and then we need 5 people from 8 people, but Olenjolaim must be there. And then in case of the women, we need 5 women, but possibly that Menwari must be there. So Menwari and somebody else must be there. But Menwari is mandatory. That's the meaning of these kinds of the question. Okay, so with that case now, we say with this case, we say the first step. So the first step, we say that the committee the committee consists of 5 men and 2 women. Okay, 5 men and 2 women. But again, if you focus at the committee, but now the second stage, selecting 5 men from 80 men. That's the second stage, okay? 8 men. If a man must be included. So usually we used to say that this is N combination R. Okay, but with this case now, we say that we don't have, so it means 1 man is always a member of that committee. So in case of the men, we have to choose only 4 men from 7 men. Right? That's the trick that you have to understand. You have to be careful when you are dealing with these problems, because you can do a mistake at any time. The group consists of 8 men, right? We want to select 5 men to form a committee, but 1 man is always, it means 1 man is always included. So 1 man is included. So if you take 5 men who are required to form a committee, and you subtract this 1 man who is always there, so we are going to choose only 4 men from what? Because 1 man is always there, so even the total number of men in the group will be reduced, because we won't have 8 men against in our selections, but we have only 7 men. So from the group of 7 men, we choose 4 men, because the 1 man is always there. So in this case now, we say that the number of ways of dealing with this individually to be 7 combination 4. Right? Go for the third step. The third step, again, our desire is we have 5 women. And then we want to select 2 women, but 1 woman is inclusive. So listen. So total we had 5 women. So okay, we had 5 women. So we had 5 women. And then we have to select 2 women to form a committee. But 1 woman is inclusive. Okay, 1 woman is included in the committee. It's always there in the committee, regardless of who is going to be selected. If you do the subtraction here, we mention we have to choose 1 woman. So choose 1 woman, but also 1 woman has been reduced in the total number of the group. We don't have 5 women right now, because 1 is already selected. So here we have 4 women. Okay? We have 4 women. 4 women, and then you have to select 1 woman. So in this way, we say that the number of ways is equal to what? Is equal to 4 combination 1. Okay, 4 combination 1. So we say the number of ways of forming committee. This is equal to what? 7 combination 4 times 4 combination 1. Seven combination 4 times 4 combination 1. Okay, that's the number of ways that we do that. So you can use either scientific calculator. So you just take 7 You have 7 shifty combination 4 times what? Times 4 combination shifty combination 1. So, so we say the number of ways is 140. Number of ways is 140. Then you are done. You see, mathematics is beautiful. Basic engineers and mathematics is beautiful. It's not difficult. These questions are not difficult. They are neither difficult nor simple. It just you have to be serious. So then now I have example 32. Take example 32. And this now I'm going to take it from DIT tutorial sheet. DIT tutorial sheet. Okay. So you have to know that these questions are inclusive. So tutorial sheet, and this is question. If you have this tutorial sheet, is question 27. A committee of 3 people is to be formed from 5 men and 3 women. Okay, and 3 women. In how many ways? In how many ways can this be done? Can this be done when A, exactly 1 woman, exactly one woman, and B, at least 1 woman. At least 1 woman. At least 1 woman. So let me solve this, and then I will give you a homework now. So you have to go and think. Where do you use these concepts of selections of any problems? We use even in exam. You can be given an exam which has total of 14 questions, and then you'll be asked to answer at least 4 questions in section A, and maybe 6 questions in section B. And then possibly that section B consists in 6 questions or consists 7 questions, and section A consists in possibly that, because it depends. Suppose that the exam consists of 16 questions. Section A consists of 10 questions, and section B consists of 6. Here you have to answer 4 questions. Here you have to answer possibly 8 questions. So there you have to use the concepts of a combination in order to know how many ways that students will make combinations of selection. So if you read our question, which is example 32, state that a committee of 3 people is to be formed from 5 men and 3 women. Committee again. In how many ways can this be done? When exactly 1 woman is a member of 40 of the committee. B, at least 1 woman is a member of the committee. So this is a concept also question. You have to be careful when you are solving this problem. Okay, you have to be careful and make sure that you have to use your good understanding when and reasoning in case of solving this problem. Are you ready for that? You can pause the video and try on the rough paper to solve these questions, and then you click the play buttons in order to see the right solution, and you compare with your own solution. Okay, so you say that solution, ladies and gentlemen, solution for this problem. So you have a committee of 40 of 3 people to be formed from 5 men and 3 men. So we have to start. First step, the number in demand of the forming the committee. Okay, committee. So the committee consists of what? 3 people. 3 people, right? Committee consists of 3 people. To be formed from 5 men and 3 women. Okay. So we want to form a committee of 5 people. So, of 40, a committee of 3 people. And then the total number of people, we say that we are voting. We have 5 men and 3 women. Okay? 3 women. In how many ways can this be done? So this is the condition. When exactly 1 woman is a member of the committee. So you go for the second step. Okay? So that if 1 woman, if exactly 1 woman, so exactly it means that it's not less than, it's not or no greater than. If exactly 1 woman is the member of the committee. If exactly 1 woman is a member of the committee, then we have to select 2 men. Okay, so we go for the third step. Okay, so we say that in case of men, what the total number of men is 5. 5 combination of how many men should we select here? 2. In case of the women, what the total number of women? We have 3 women. Then according to the Roman R, how many women or how many women are required to be the member of the committee? Exactly 1. Okay? Then we say that the total number of ways, this will be equal to 5 combination 2 times 3 combination 1. Okay? So you just do by using a scientific calculator. We get 5 shifting. I taught you how to use scientific calculator to find combination. 5 shifting, combination of 2. And then, so the answer here, this is equal to 10 multiplied by 3 combination 1. 5 combination 2, it is 10. Then we have 3 shifting combination 1. So this is 3. Okay, so 10 times 3 is equal to what? 30. Okay, so therefore, the total, so this is therefore for 1A. So the total number of ways is equal to 30. So Roman R, we say that the total number of ways is what? Is 30. Number of ways from an R is 30. So we have 30 ways of voting. Of doing selection, of selecting voting, of forming the committee. Then B. B is stated at least one woman. So what the means of at least one woman? Let us define this sentence first. At least one woman. Okay, so this means that at least one woman, the members of committee should be serious. So it can be one woman, or it can be two women, or it can be all the members of the committee are women. So it can be one woman, or it can be a woman, it can be two women, or it can be three women. Okay, so that the meanings of that. So now, so remember that, so this is we say that it's 30. So just a continuation, so this case, this is steady state. So if this is the conditions of the woman, it means we are changing the conditions for members or for the women, or for the woman, for the women are the member of the committee. When we twist this number, we change the number of the women which should be selected to form a committee. We have also to change the number of the men in order to maintain the same number of the members of the committee. Okay? So remember that the committee consists of what? 3 members. 3 members. Right? So in this at least we say that once we select that, we say that we can select 1 woman, can select 2 women, can select 3 women. So with this case, for 1 woman, then what will be the corresponding number of men? So it means that men should be 2. If we selected 2 women, right, what will be the corresponding number of 40 of men? Will be 1 man. If we select 3 women to form a committee of 3 members, what will be the number of men? 0. Right? So then what we say that now, we go for the fourth step. So we say that in terms of combination, so in terms of combination, you have to listen carefully. In terms of combination, we say that this kind of combinations, we say, for this case, we say that what the total number of men is equal to 5. Combination, what? Combination 2. When the women should be selected 1, and the total number is B combination what? 1. Okay, so this is the total number of ways. So 5 combination 2 times 3 combination 1. Again, another possible way you're forming the committee will be 5 combination 1. Then times what? 3 combination 2. Then plus. Again, we have another possibility. So we don't choose any man. So here it will be 3 combination 3. So we say that now, number of ways. See now the trick. Have listened carefully this example set 1 because it's going, the knowledge of it is going to help you on solving the homework questions, which is homework 8. So 5 combination 2, this is equal to 10. I think we deal with it somewhere else. Yeah, 10. Then times 3 combination 1. 3 combination 1 to 3 plus 5 combination 1. 3 combination 1, I want to prove. To 3. Then you have what? 5 combination 1. Here you have 5. Apply by 3 combination 2. So 3 combination 2 is equal to 3 plus 5 combination 0. This is equal to what? 1 times what? 3 combination 3. Answer is 1. So simply, we say that this is what? 10 times 3, this is equal to 30. 5 times 3 is equal to 15. Then 1 times 1, it's 1. So the answer is what? 56. The answer is 46. So we say that for man B, the total number of ways is what? Is 46. So the number of ways is 46. So it's 45, 46. Okay, at the end of that question, you are done. So now let me present to you, ladies and gentlemen, homework 8 now for you to try. Which this is example 33. Number 33, and its concept, you have to read it carefully. An examination, and this is, you have to refer, I'm taking it from the DIT tutorial sheet. Question 28. Just now, it's what are all your students dealing with. An examination consisting of 14 questions. Divided into parts A and B, containing 8 and 6 question respectively. The students required to attempt, you an excellent student, is required to attempt, students are required to attempt 9 questions in all. Nine questions in all. Selecting at least 3 questions from each party. In how many ways can a student select the questions? Select the questions. Select the questions. So an examination consisting of 14 questions divided into parts A and B containing 8 and 9 and 6 questions respectively. The student is required to attempt 9 questions in all, selecting at least 3 from each part. In how many ways can a student select the questions? Okay, select questions. This is not 9. This is Q. So this is the end of session or lecture of session 8 or lecture 8. I thank God who have been with me, who created me in his own image and likeness. I really appreciate about your presence, and really I appreciate about his presence. My God has been with me during the preparations of this lecture 8, and also is still with me, and has been with me during the times that I have been teaching you, and I've tried my level best to teach you beyond of what I knew during the preparations, because the fresh anointing. Again, another thing that I remind you that before you end this session, because we are going to have more than 500 videos in this in the online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania, square bracket Olenjolaim. So we ask you that you look on your right hand side. You will see a button that will be written by the white subscribe. So it has a red background and right dotting and white dotting, white red. So make sure to hit this, and you have to make sure that you sign in by using your email, so that you hit this, and then you find the option of the bell appear, select it, and then select the options of all. So you get, once you do that, once we upload, because we'll be uploading at least a video in a day. So once I add up, I add into my YouTube channel, then the YouTube community will give you notifications wherever you are. That is good news right now that is coming in your mind. So this is so you have to make sure that you do that, but you can also share this content with your colleagues, because I want to see millions and millions of the Tanzanian students are getting help as soon as possible, rather than to wait and then start to complain during the results of the next exams or of the national exam. Okay, so those are the few points that I wanted to make for you. I ask you that to do the homework, and in case I didn't have any question, just go to the comment section there, and then try to ask your questions, or try to correct something, or to do actually something great in order to make sure that you push it ahead. So may God bless you. I'm always keeping praying for you, and also I ask you to begin to start praying for me even from the first day, that is today, possibly that I saw you for the first time. But really, I ask about a prayer, because I understand that actually I am a national teacher right now, and that's not enough, but also God has planted so many seeds in my mind that I want to practice them. So may God bless you, all my dear students of of ordinary diploma. So may God keep you until we meet in the next session.